Today I will be doing a labor and delivery story.
But you don't feel like me, man, I'm feeling myself, I'm in my zone. Lost in the stars, can't find my way home, man, it's mob shit. Y'all ain't mobbing like us, so y'all need to quit front, quit acting like us.
Oh shit.
We're starting off with the Natasha Denona palette. And we're gonna try to do like a blue look. And honestly, my fucking brushes are dirty as hell, y'all. Like, they're all like used. So I have to fucking wash them, but for now we're just gonna try to use them like that. And next, get ready with me. I will be fucking having clean brushes. So we're gonna try and see if this will work, because I'm gonna try to do like a blue shade kind of makeup. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna hold off on the Q&A because I need a little bit more questions, you guys. Thank you guys for the ones that did comment and show me some love. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, y'all, because honestly that helps me a lot. That helps me know like, what you guys want to watch. You know, I don't want to make some boring ass shit that nobody want to fucking watch, you know what I mean? So we're gonna start off by putting this. And honestly, like, for me, y'all, like, it went terrible when having a baby. You know, some women can handle it. I was one of the people that can't handle it, y'all. See, I'm like, bitch, I'm only having one kid, but let me stop, because in the future you never know. So if you guys do not tolerate pain, I'm about pain, but not that kind of pain, y'all. I got some pineapple juice on deck, y'all, but not that kind of pain. I'm about to tell y'all, they don't fucking tell you the kind of pain you gonna be in. They just be like, oh, it's an undescribable pain. But let me tell y'all, this is literally what I felt. I was cool. Y'all remember I was cool. I went to the hospital. I could still handle the pain. I was cool. They gave me like a little morphine so I could go to sleep. But I could not go to sleep. Like, literally those contractions was hard as fuck. Like, I'm about to tell y'all. So contractions kind of feel like, okay, so they go away and they come back. They go away and they come back. Like, they go back to back to back. It feels like menstrual cramps. I don't know if you guys had menstrual cramps right here in your stomach before, and you know how that shit feels. That shit hurts, right? That shit feels painful. Well, these feel like 10 times worser. Worser? Is that even a fucking word? Okay, worse. It's 10 times worse. I can feel like somebody stabbing you from the inside like this, and then they take that shit out like this, hella fast. Or not hella fast, but like hella slow, because obviously it hurt like a bitch. When they told me to go home, I went home. You know, I tried to go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. Like, that pain was heavy as fuck. Like, it got stronger by the minute. Even though they gave me morphine or whatever to try to calm that shit down, that shit did not calm down, y'all. The next day, I kept trying to take the contractions, you know. I kept trying to take them. I could not sleep, though. I stayed up the whole night. Like, I was in pain, like, so much that I was just sitting on the kitchen table and I had my head down like this, try to eat something, but I could not. Like, the pain was just crazy. So if you guys can't tolerate pain, I would suggest you guys waiting on a baby. If you guys are as young as me, I am 20 years old. I'm gonna be 21, and I just had my baby, my newborn. So honestly, if you guys can't take pain, I just suggest you guys wait it out. I wanted to be a mom so bad, but now that I had the baby, I kind of now know what the pain feels like, and it fucking hurts like a bitch. So the next day, the contractions got even worse. I could not take the pain. I was literally yelling, you guys, yelling at this point. I try to go to the bathroom. This is how it fucking feels. This is how you know that you about to have a baby. I kept trying to go to the bathroom and I could not pee. I could not pee or poop. Like, I just felt pressure down there, but I could not pee or poop, and I felt like I had to go pee and poop, and I couldn't. I kept pushing, like, and then it just hurt. Like, the contractions would just come and it would just hurt even more. And then what kind of worried me the most was that I started seeing blood. Like, when I wiped, I saw blood, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not normal. I ended up going to the hospital again, and at this point, I was yelling. I could not take it. I went to the hospital. I was over here screaming and yelling. They kind of took me in a wheelchair. They checked how much I had dilated, and by that point, I was already 9 centimeters, you guys. Oh, hell no. There's a bug in my drink. Because I had my window open. At that point, I was not prepared. They told me, okay, I might just leave my makeup with this. Fuck it. Because I'm not going nowhere, you guys. I just wanted to do a little something. But anyways, at this point, I was not ready for them to tell me that. They were like, oh, well, you're going to go into labor today. You're having your baby. So right now, let's start pushing. I was like, fuck, like, for real? And I was in so much pain, y'all, that literally when I tried to push, instead of pushing, I would scream. Your vagina is so small. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. Let me stop. But, no, I'm just saying. No, but a vagina is literally so small. And it has to open up hella big like this for the baby's head to come out. And that shit, what actually hurts the most is the contractions, because you feel them. You feel pressure. You feel like somebody squeezing your shit like this from the inside, right? And on top of that, you know, pain right here, you feel pressure down there like you have to pee and poop. You know how uncomfortable that shit is when you have to pee and you have to poop, but you can't? That shit is so crazy, y'all. So that's kind of how it felt. I was over here yelling to the nurses. I'm like, or to the doctors, whatever the fuck, but the nurses, the midwives, whatever. I was yelling. I was telling them, please let me go to the bathroom. Please let me go to the bathroom. And they were like, no, because if you go to the bathroom, you're gonna have your baby right there, girl. And I'm like, no. I was yelling. I'm like, no, let me go to the bathroom. And they finally let me go to the bathroom. I could not take a shit, y'all. And I really felt like I had to take a fat ass shit. And I could not take a shit. They were like, girl, that's your baby. And if you shit right here, it's all good. I'll clean it up. We ain't worried about that. I was like, fuck. You know, like, I did not feel comfortable at all. But that's the baby's head. When the baby's head is right here, that's how you feel like. You gotta take a fat ass shit. And you have to pee, but you can't. I pushed. So I got there at like 4 o'clock. I was trying to push, but I couldn't. I was yelling. The fucking midwives was probably tired of me. They were like, bitch, fuck you. They ended up going to another patient and leaving me right there. Cause I could not, y'all. My bad. They ended up leaving my room and going to the next patient because I could not deliver my baby. I was over here screaming. I could say I was a wimp when it came to giving birth. But it just feels real painful. I'll just tell you guys that. But it's worth it in the end because I had my baby girl. My baby girl is beautiful. She came out healthy. And I just thank God for that. After that, I had told them at the beginning, I had told them like, hey, since my contractions was hurting so bad, I had told them, can I take the epidural? And they were like, I was really planning on doing it natural, but I couldn't do it. So if you a gangster like that, go ahead, y'all, do it on natural. But I guess I wasn't a gangster. I told them to give me an epidural, and they were like, no, just push it naturally real quick because you already 9 centimeters. I was like, fuck. So I kept pushing, but I was crying. I mean, I kept screaming. They were like, hey, use your energy to push out your baby instead of screaming. And I just could not. So I told them, I just had to yell at them like,
bruh, give me a fucking epidural.
And then they ended up giving me an epidural. It numbs my whole body. It numbs you from everything from the head down. I could rest a little bit more. I kind of rested. I rested for like an hour after they gave me the epidural because I was so fucking tired. I did not sleep that whole night. The night before. The epidural kind of numbs your body and you don't feel nothing at all. Because my mom said they have put like this water thing inside in case you leak. And I did not feel that at all. So thank God to the epidural. And then after maybe like 2 hours after I rested, I started pushing and had my baby at 10 o'clock. So I got there at 4, had my baby at 10 o'clock. It took a couple hours, but I did it. And yeah, just I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. Obviously though, with the epidural, you do not feel when you're pushing. So like, it's a little bit harder to push out your baby because you're numb. So you don't feel that you're pushing her out. Like it's just like numb. So it's like it's harder to push out when you're numb and you can't feel nothing. So when I pushed her out, she had a little head. My mom was like,
bitch, you was crying off of that. Girl, I could have walked that baby out.
I was like, but I told my mom, like, damn, mom, like, shit, that shit hurt. That's my first child. Like, what the fuck? What you expect? Thank God they let 2 people be in the room. So it was my baby's father and my mom. And they were both in the room with me, thank God. They helped me out. Kind of calmed me down a little bit. But after the epidural, everything was good. Except though, with the epidural, you guys do tear down there. Because you don't feel when you're pushing. So if you push extra hard with the epidural, you do tear. And I got like 3, not that much. I only got like three stitches on my thing. So you know, it's 1st degree and 2nd degree tear. I only had the 1st degree. It was just a little tear, minor tear, not a lot. So thank God for that. But it does, after a while, your vagina, it feels like so sore and so like it hurts after you have the baby and the epidural, you know, wears off. You feel your vagina and it hurts like so bad. It's like, it's kind of like, because it's swollen down there. So, and then also with the stitches, you know, it's a cut. So when I peed, oh my God, that shit would burn because it's a fucking cut. Like, imagine, you know, cutting yourself and then you getting pee on the fucking cut. That shit fucking hurts. They give you like this little spray bottle so you could just spray down there, so it's not that bad. The hospital where I was in, they was excellent, you know, attending us. They would make sure we were fed, and they always would bring food in the room. It, like, literally, they never left me alone. It was like only that one part where I was pushing and I couldn't. But other than that, they never left me alone. They came in the room about like maybe 30 times, like just to check up on me, like you're good, you have everything, like your baby's good, like change my baby's diaper, and you know, so it helped me out a lot. Once we got home, then that's when the baby, so she started to become a little more alert, so she started crying. In the hospital she was more like silent and more like chill, but then after like 2 days, they start becoming more aware of stuff and they start crying a lot. So yeah, that's kind of the upside down of it. But I was so happy about having my baby. Literally my labor did not go that bad like I suspected. And in my Q&A, I'll really talk about more stuff. Like literally I will answer you guys' questions about labor, but this one's just kind of my story of how it went and how it went down. Yeah, that's basically what it do. So if you guys like this story time, or if you guys like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing more of these. So oh, and then also please leave a question down below so I could really finish the Q&A, because I have a couple questions thanks to you guys, but not a lot. So yeah, I appreciate y'all.